Hey everyone, Jackie here, and welcome back to Women Kickball's YouTube channel. And today's video is going to be about NWSL updates along with some FIFA updates as the World Cup is happening next month. So we're going to dive right into today's video. So this past weekend, Gotham had a huge milestone in their club history as they had a record-breaking crowd of 15,058 fans at Red Bull Arena, which is really great. So yeah, huge milestones for them as they just were able to have some more fans in the crowd. So it's a pretty big stadium, so it's a great thing that they were able to get some more numbers there in attendance. So super excited for them. As most of you may know, Sydney Leroux made her return with Angel City, and she actually scored her very first goal since her comeback as well in the 80th minute. So although they lost, it was still a really great thing that she got to just make her debut and get some minutes in. So really excited for her. So there's a few more updates that I wanted to talk about of the NWSL, but I'm actually going to jump into some FIFA updates, and then I'll close out with some NWSL things as well. So next month, I'm actually going to the World Cup, which I'm really excited about. So I'll be going for the entire month in New Zealand and Australia. So also as a side note, if you want to join my World Cup journey, you can get some exclusive Instagram story videos. You can get the very first copy of the new magazine I'll be publishing, and you can get your name in the magazine, which is cool. And some really other awesome things, such as Polaroid prints of my photos and a cool t-shirt. So there's lots happening there. I'll put the link in the description as well. So that's just a random side note. But we'd love to have you on this journey and helping me and just supporting independent journalism as well. So yeah, I wanted to make that available to all of you. And like I said, super excited. So we're going to dive into some FIFA stuff. So FIFA announced that they had a new distribution model for the 2023 Women's World Cup this summer. And so what they're actually doing is they're increasing the pay for the women's side, which is really great. So I'll put these charts up here on the screen that show you the different amounts for per player and then, of course, per team as well. And this is a big deal because I wanted to note this stat from NPR, which says, quote, American women received a $110,000 bonus for winning the 2019 World Cup. The Associated Press reported earlier this year, adding the U.S. men would have received $407,000 had they won in 2018. And so one of the things that FIFA mentioned in their press release, which is, quote, they wanted to develop women's football and ensure players receive a fair deal, end quote. So that's a big step for FIFA. As you all know, equal pay when it comes to the federation was already a huge thing for the U.S. And, of course, we see teams like Canada and France who are advocating for just their teams as well. And so that's always really important. But to see it at the FIFA level is a huge step. So hopefully there's just more. Hopefully this is a beginning, really, for just some more improvements as well. And in terms of the overall tournament, the World Cup is actually on track to become the most attended standalone women's sporting event in history. And they have over 1 million ticket sales for the tournament next month, which is so wild. So it's definitely going to be one to remember. And I'm excited that this is my very first World Cup attending as media in general, too. So definitely a good one to be at. And like I mentioned, side note, I'm going to be at the World Cup and taking photos and covering that. And I'm producing another magazine. Here is a picture of my first one. But I'm producing another magazine that is going to feature NWSL players in the tournament. So yeah, that's going to be like a really cool piece. I'm already working on it as well. So we'd love to have you along the journey if you're interested in checking that campaign out. All right, so now back to some NWSL stuff as we look ahead to this weekend. Here's a table for the top 5 teams in the NWSL right now. And we have the Portland Thorns in first place with 19 points, San Diego Wave with 19 points in second place, and then the Washington Spirit in third place with 17 points, and Gotham FC with 17 points in fourth place, and All Rain is in fifth place with 16 points. So things are getting pretty tight, and this week the lineups are going to be pretty standard in terms of just the competitions, because some of these teams who are ranked higher are now playing lower ranked teams, so that shouldn't be anything too crazy. But one game that really does stand out is that the Houston Dash will be hosting Gotham this weekend, and being that the Dash have won their past 2 games with clean sheet wins, like that's going to be just a good lineup for them and for Gotham as well, who are just pretty high in the ranks. And another interesting thing about this match is that Juan Carlos Amorós, who is the head coach for Gotham FC, also previously served as the interim head coach for the Dash last year. So I think the lineup and the competition is going to be very high for this game, so it'll just be really great to see those 2 teams come into action. So that's all the updates that I have for you this week. As always, if you enjoyed this video, it'd be a huge help if you can give it a like or subscribe here on on YouTube as well. That'd be very appreciated. Or if you want to get these NWSL recaps in your inbox every week, I usually publish a new article on Sunday or Monday that summarizes all the games over the weekend. You can do that by subscribing to womenkickballs.com. Not only do you get free article updates, but I also give you a handwritten note, a sticker, and a trading card. So it'd be great to have you along the journey as I'm trying to reach 5,000 email subscribers by the end of this year. So hope you enjoyed today's video, and looking forward to seeing some of you next weekend at the big SoCal rival lineup in San Diego as they host Angel City. So like I said, hope to see some of you there. Maybe I'll do meetup. If I do, you'll see it on my socials. But either way, looking forward to seeing you all back here next week. So hope you have a great weekend, and see you next Friday.